I believe we are live. I just want to make sure that everything is working fine, and we shall get started in a few moments. Okay. Yeah, the technology seems to be working fine. I was, I think I've started this live stream after a few months, just getting the hang of it. I can see a hello from Piccolo 8. Thank you so much, and I hope you can hear me fine as well. And if you have any issues with the audio, then please let me know in the chat. I'm going to monitor it, and it's lovely to see you again, Piccolo. And we'll be starting this live streaming on a very regular basis, as we had quite a few requests from our subscribers, well-wishers, and customers that why did you stop it? We really used to enjoy these live streams, and we got quite a bit of value out of it as well. So we thought, why not? If this is what everybody wants, so we shall oblige to their request. So today I just made up my mind that there's no better time than starting it today. So I just set it up and get started. So if you are one of our subscribers to our channel or follow us on social media and on email, you will get the notifications, as we are going to streamline it and make it a regular event, couple of events a week, where we'll go online, me and my wife, and answer any questions you may have with regards to any challenges, issues, problems with regards to your digital marketing. So I've got quite a few questions already sent across. So I'll start off with them without further ado. And if you have any questions, then please put them in the chat. This is being live streamed to, I believe, YouTube, Facebook group, TikTok, and on my LinkedIn page. The chat should come through to me. If not, then I'll try to make sure for the next time that the questions do pop across, but they should come across because I'm seeing some more comments. Hi, Martin. Lovely to see you as well. So let's get started. Okay. So I'm going to start with the $1 million question, because how can I get better results from my Google Ads campaigns? And this is, I believe, one of the most asked questions. How can I improve my results, ROI, return on ad spend? So it's too broad, but I'll try to summarize it in a few tips. So the first tip I can give you to improve your results is to track your real conversions and not clicks, page views, or anything like that. You got to set up your proper conversion tracking, either for leads or for sales, and not just visits or what we call the micro conversions. I don't want to go into the technicalities of it. I'm going to keep it very simple so everybody follows me and understands it. Without proper conversion tracking, Google or Facebook or any other platform where you are running ads on, they cannot optimize. And the AI will waste your money, it will blow away your budget, and you won't get any results out of it. So the first thing is, do not start any campaigns without proper conversion tracking. The second thing, and I'm going to keep this question towards Google Ads mostly because Facebook runs differently to Google Ads and so on. Use search terms to refine your keywords. Now in Google Ads, you get a report called the search term report, where you can see when somebody typed in Google and your ad popped up, what did they use in that Google search bar, which is a goldmine, because if it is a relevant query, you should add it to your campaigns. And if it is an irrelevant query, you should add it as a negative keyword. So you got to regularly check your search term reports and add negatives. That is the biggest tip I can give you, because it's not a one and done thing. It's got to be done regularly. It's like going to the gym. Can't go once to the gym and expect results for the rest of your life. You've got to keep going and doing the exercises. And just doing this and spending a few minutes, as long I'm presuming that it's a small account, you'll cut your wasted spend and improve relevance very quickly. The third tip I'll give is improve ad relevance and landing page match. Don't just blame it on Google. It it Majority of the issues or the problems I see is outside of the ad platform, whether it's Google, Microsoft, or wherever you're running ads, is because people don't take ownership about their offer, their landing page experience, their website. All they want are conversions, calls, leads, or sales. So your ad and the landing page should literally mirror each other, right? The relevance has got to be 100%. Same promise, same offer. When they saw your ad, they saw something on it, they clicked on the ad because they liked it, and they went to the website. And if it is a completely a different message, they're going to bounce off. And having high relevance between the ad and the landing page improves your quality score. And quality score rewards you with high ad rank, which means in simple terms, you're going to get lower uh, cost per click, higher ad rank, meaning that in the top four at the top, you most likely to come up on the top, paying the least amount of money. So if that's not an incentive, then nothing will be. The fourth thing I would add is use ad extensions. These are completely free of charge to use. And I see a lot of advertisers being lazy, or they don't know how to use it properly. So there are site links, call outs, price extensions, location extension, structured snippets. It increases your visibility and click through rate because your ad goes from this small to that big. And it literally takes up a lot more real estate on the Google page. Why wouldn't you do it? So that's another thing you want to add. The fifth one, I should say, is don't set and forget. You've got to optimize it very regularly, right? I see so many accounts where the account hasn't been touched for days on end, weeks on end, sometimes months on end. Is because it has just been set and forgotten. And then the advertiser or the business owner moans about the results and not getting any return on ad spend. So this causes poor performance. You got to adjust your bids and test new ad copies once you got enough data. It keeps that momentum in Google Ads consistent and going as long as you keep on optimizing it. Having said that, don't be the one who goes into your ad account every 5 minutes and starts making changes because something is not running properly. Or don't go to Google and keep searching for your own ads. That's the worst thing you can do. So that was a little bonus tip. Don't search um, for your own keywords and ads. Okay. So the next question, how do I make email marketing actually work? Good question. All right. So here's what I would do is, first of all, segment your list. Send different emails to customers, to leads, and to cold subscribers, because relevance skyrockets your engagement. The way we talk differently to our parents, to our friends, to our children, is the same way you would talk to your customers, to your cold lead who has just subscribed and downloaded the lead magnet, or somebody who has already become a lead and has been on your email list for a while. The other way to segment is by services. So if, let's say, for example, you are running an insurance company and you do car insurance, home insurance, business insurance, content insurance, and so on. So you got to segment the list so that people who are interested in car insurance only get offers and information about car insurance and not about any other kind of insurance, because you can send it to them, but more likely they're going to unsubscribe very quickly. Write subject lines that create curiosity. So avoid, words like newsletter vibes. Use curiosity, like you're missing this one thing in your funnel. So make them curious to open up that email. Another thing you should do is use a simple structure. And the structure is you got to have a hook, a story, and the offer with a call to action. If you follow this structure, you're going to get better performance with your email marketing. So people read stories, not sales pitches all the time. They're interested in your story. And start with the pain or story, then lead them to your offer naturally. Another tip I can give you is automate your follow ups. Don't just rely on one email, because most of the time people don't open up the emails, and you know how many emails we all get every day. So there's so much noise in our inboxes at the moment that you got to do something different and do it consistently, so your name keeps popping up on their laptop, on their mobile device, on their computers, and everywhere. But don't spam them either and cheese them off by sending lots of emails. When somebody signs up to your lead magnet, create a email sequence of 3 to 5 emails that builds trust and gives value before you send out any pricing or before you send them to book a call with you or to buy something from you. And one more thing I shall add is test one variable at a time. What I mean by this is change one element per test. So, for example, it could be the subject line, the call to action, or the image in the header of that email. So you know what's actually improving performance or not. So if you are using something like MailChimp, you can A/B test. So you can send half the email to one with a different image and half the email to another half your subscribers with another image on it. And that will show you which was the winner and which was the loser. And then you start going along the route of the kind of images or headlines or the email actually, which people like and open up. Okay, I'm just going to have a look, making sure everything is working fine. Yeah, that's what I like to see, because that's one of the worst things which happens on a live stream. All right, let's move on to the next one. How can I generate more leads without increasing my budget? I should say ad budget, that is. Okay, so the first thing I would do is retarget website visitors who did not convert. So people rarely convert on the first time. So you got to follow them up with a remarketing campaign with image ads on the display network, video ads on YouTube, and also on social media as well: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Wherever you can, allocate a small budget and follow them all over. So keep pushing them down deeper into the funnel. Create a lead magnet. This is really, really important, because if they are not converting, that means they don't like your offer. So you got to change it and give them something of value. So offer value upfront, something like a simple thing. You don't need to make a very expensive one. And you would have seen a lot of the lead magnets which we have created for our business as well. They offer great value, but they're not expensive, and also they are in digital format. So we don't need to physically pack and post it. They can be downloaded, they can be accessed straight away instantly. So do something like a checklist, a calculator, a guideline, a cheat sheet, something of value in exchange for their contact information. Um, Another thing which some people frown upon are the use of pop-ups or exit pop-ups when you go to a website. It's kind of like a marmite. Some people love them, some people hate them. But if used properly, you can increase your conversion rate. Because if somebody is about to exit your website or your landing page, and a pop-up comes up, here's a coupon code, or here's another a bonus or something like that, they might stay back and say, okay, this looks a bit more interesting, I'm going to give it a try. So use them wisely. Optimize the thank you page. That's literally you're leaving cash on the table. Once someone has signed up, don't just show them a little pop-up saying thank you for subscribing or thank you for downloading, and then keep them on that same page. Take them to a dedicated thank you page which says thank you very much, here's your link to download blah blah blah, but before you go, please subscribe to our channel or YouTube channel, or here's another video or a customer testimonial or a case study, because they have shown interest by subscribing or giving you their contact information. So they are more likely to take that second call to action and build that trust even more, and you keep pushing them down into the funnel. So that's how I would do these. Okay, I can see a few questions on the chat. I will come to them once I've covered all these questions. So please stick around, and I won't log off before I've answered each one of these. Next one, what's the best way to improve my SEO without hiring an agency? Great question, and you can do that. It's not black magic, and it can be done very, I wouldn't say easily, but it's not rocket science either. You need to optimize, first of all, your Google business profile page. It's critical, absolutely critical, and I see very few business owners or marketers do this. Complete every field, add photos regularly, post pretty much regularly or daily on it. Is the fastest free way for local SEO, and you'll win this game hands down, because your competitors are not doing this. And just taking, let's say you went to a business networking event, and I keep saying this to my wife because she goes to a lot of these business networking meetings, and I think she's online as well. So this one is for you, Farzana. Take a photo and put it up on the business page, because what happens is when you take a photo with your phone, the geo coordinates are embedded in the metadata of that file. And when you upload it, Google Map and Google sees that okay, this person keeps going to these areas, and then you type in business networking event or whatever with some keywords in it, boom, Google knows that you are based in London or Birmingham or New York or Paris, in this local area, and you are a digital marketing company or a window cleaner or a plumber or whatever you may do. So that's the easiest way to get ranked in Google in the local SEO. So for local SEO, meaning that if somebody is looking for plumber near me or mechanic near me, you want your Google Map to the 3-pack Google Map to show your business in there. Write helpful blog posts, not spammy blogs. answer questions your customers are searching for. And this is the perfect example, and I've done this many, many times before, hundreds of times. I hop on a live stream, I'm building trust. I've got a handful of questions. That's my long form video. We chop it down into each question, and then we repurpose it as a video content, social media post, um, a blog post even. So we can transcribe it, we can rewrite it, that what I talked about in this video, and I've got a blog post. So all of a sudden, for going live for 30, 45 minutes, and let's say I've got 10 questions and I'm spending 3 minutes per question, I've got pretty much 10 blog posts. So you can see how important this is to do something like this, because with AI, there's going to be a lot of spammy content, rubbishy content, where it will be just copy paste, and people think that the more I put up, the more I'm going to show up in Google and search engines. Not really, no, because you will not get any engagement on social media, and you're not giving them any value. So spend a little bit of time, start blogging. Get local backlinks. That's really important, from local directories. Don't buy them, but you can get them by working with other local businesses and partners. So charities or any other company. So for example, if you are a photographer and you photograph a wedding at a certain hotel, you send the hotel some images of that event and just ask them. That's free to use as long as you credit me or backlink me to my website. Now, if you got 20 different suppliers at a wedding, the cake lady, the car shop, the dresses, shoes, makeup stylist, hair stylist, all of these people, they all need good photos. You're the photographer. Keep sending them out. And all of a sudden, you got a web of backlinks in the local area referring back to your website. Very simple to do, but you've got to do the work. It's not just going to happen on its own. Improve your on-page SEO as well. Simple basic stuff, not technical SEO. I'm not talking about techie stuff at all. I'm just talking in simple English so that anyone who's watching this understands it. So just have one page, target one keyword. Don't have dozens of keywords being stuffed in that page. It won't work anything, right? So have one main keyword in the title, URL of the page, and the headings. And that's it. That is basically SEO. And the last thing, which is really important, are reviews. Google My Business or Google Business Profile reviews. Google loves trust signals. More genuine reviews equals to higher visibility. If you saw two companies on Google, one with 100 reviews and the other one with 5 reviews, who are you going to trust? And this is exactly what Google also does, the same thing. So try to get reviews from as many customers as possible, and you're good to go. And you will find that your local SEO and rankings and traffic to your website is going to increase. All right. Next question. How can I use video to build trust and get clients? Good. This is my favorite topic, video marketing. And I've been doing this for myself, so I can talk about my own personal experience, how we have built up our business with the use of video marketing. So first of all, it doesn't need to be complicated. You got to get over the concept or the feeling of, oh, I don't like videoing myself. I hate watching my own videos. I don't like this how I sound on the video. Well, you're not sitting there watching your own videos. Other people are. So if you don't like watching your own videos, just shoot it, give it to your video editor. Yeah, watch it once to make sure everything is fine, and then upload it. You don't need to be sitting there watching your own videos. The simplest, easiest, quickest way to start with video marketing is start by answering short, frequently asked questions. So go to Google or any of the search engines, ask them a question about your niche or your market, how to lose weight, how to get fit, how to get six packs, or whatever it may be. Answer those common customer questions on camera. It builds authority and saves time on repeated queries as well. And going live stream like this is even better because you're in a live environment. There's no hiding place. So if somebody sends me a question and I'm trying to answer it, I will answer them to the best of my knowledge and ability, and that also builds up that trust. And people see you as an expert in your niche. That wow, this guy is or lady is doing all these Q and A's, and he knows his stuff. The other thing I would say is use captions and hooks in the first 3 seconds. So use captions throughout because a lot of people are scrolling on social media with the sound off, right? So captions are important, and the hook it got to be in the first 3 seconds. It's really important because people are scrolling fast. You got to get that attention instantly and make it easy for them to stop the scroll and unmute the video. Another one would be, I would say, show, don't tell. Demo the products, do a workflow, show behind the scenes, or show customer results. Proof always beats promises. Um, Add a call to action at the end, always. What do you want them to do? So don't let them leave without telling them exactly what you want them to do. Book a free call, get the guide, download this, watch the video, subscribe to my channel, all of this stuff. And then the last thing is repurposing the videos across every possible platforms. You've done the work once, why wouldn't you repurpose them? So from one video, you create shorts, reels, TikToks, LinkedIn clips, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. And as I said earlier on, from one video with 10 questions, potentially, well, not potentially, it is 10 more videos for me. So all I would do is my team, and I'm lucky enough now to have a team. But I used to do this all by myself in the beginning. It used to take me a fair bit of time, but it was well worth it. And I would advise you to do the same thing. Learn the process, set up your systems, SOPs, and then start hiring people, and then turbocharge your workflow. All right. I've got one more question, and then I'll go to Piccolo's questions. All right. How do I know if my marketing is actually working? Okay, good question. So you got to set up SMART goals. SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. If it can't be measured, it can't be improved. As simple as that. So don't have a gut feeling, oh, I think I've got so many views, or I think my videos are doing well, or my blog post is getting eyeballs. No, start every campaign with clear targets, and you start to see what's happening and what's not happening. Track leads and sales in one dashboard. Got to use a CRM. If you are spending money on ads or content marketing, video marketing, trying to drive visitors to your website or landing page, you got to have a CRM. Spreadsheets, I've seen many people use it. It's it's fine. Spreadsheets are good, but a CRM is like a spreadsheet on steroids. You get an unfair advantage because nothing gets slipped through or forgotten. There aren't any leaks in your sales funnel, and it's worth the price you pay. So we in our company use Pipedrive, but there are many other CRMs as well, which you can use, and whichever suits your budget and your business, try it. But you got to use them because every time you get a lead, you got to track them, and it's very easy to uh, track. Another one, another tip would be track offline conversions. Now, this is a little bit techy. Like, if you get a phone call, are they relevant calls or are they spammy calls? Are there calls for your competitors? Not relevant calls. So you got Google or Facebook doesn't know. They only see or hear this as a call. So you got to tell the AI that this was a really good call or this was a bad call. So don't optimize for the bad ones, optimize for the good ones. And once you start optimizing your campaigns for the good calls, your click through rate increases, your cost per lead goes down, and you get a higher return on ad spend. And the last thing I would say is, don't track vanity metrics. I see so many campaigns and accounts where impressions are counted or followers are counted because it makes the customers feel good, but it will not pay their bills. It is important to get impressions and followers and subscribers, but they are not the real conversions. These are what we call micro conversions. These are indicators that yes, this content is working and is going to the likelihood of a conversion is going to happen. So leads and revenue is what matters most. All right. So I'm going to go to the chat. I just need to work out how to put the questions on the screen for everybody to see what I'm referring to. All right. It's working. What's your say on AI marketing? AI is here to stay. It's going to get better and better. I read somewhere that every 3 months the AI is doubling up in capacity and power. So in 18 months or 24 months time, I dread to think what AI will do. Got to be on that bandwagon right now. You cannot afford to ignore it anymore. Otherwise, you'll be left behind. So yeah, you got to learn it or hire somebody to use it. And luckily for us and for everybody else as well, all these apps have got built-in AI now. So for example, we use Clickup for our project management. It's got AI in it. We use Pipedrive for our CRM. It's got AI in it. We're using Google Ads. It's got AI in it. It's making our life a lot easier and faster. I mean, for content creation and video marketing, there's never been a better time to start it because it is lightning fast. You don't need a professional copywriter. You don't need a professional video editor. All these apps can do it in a fraction of a time and at a fraction of the cost. So that's what I would say. Thank you, Piccolo8, for all these questions. I appreciate it. And I hope I'm answering it for you. How can you build a whole ad ecosystem in which we make FBS, TikTok ads, Google ads work together? This is the missing piece of the jigsaw puzzle, which most people don't pay any attention to. You got to be like an octopus, right? Anywhere your leads or your audiences go, you catch them. They go there, you catch them there. They go here, you catch them. And that is what you want to have, a marketing strategy which is kind of like an octopus. You got Google here, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Pinterest, X, everywhere. So wherever your audiences go, catch them. So my biggest tip is, even if you are not running ads on any of these platforms, put that pixel or the tag on your website or your landing page where you are driving traffic organically, if you're getting organic traffic, because you're building up that audience. And when you want to hit them with a message, offer, or a promotion, you would have a pre-built audience. So Do it today or tomorrow. If you haven't done it, put the pixels in. Yeah, great question. And then they will start to work together. And then don't um, compare each platform to the other. Well, Facebook is very cheap, but Google is very expensive. Well, Facebook will be can be cheap, but they may not be very relevant. But Google can be expensive, but you can get highly relevant leads. So it's kind of like a game of football where the striker gets the credit for every goal he scores. But the guy who passed the ball and assisted him does not get any credit. But nowadays, the guy who makes the playmaker, who assists the striker, sometimes is more expensive than the striker, because without that guy, the striker will not be able to score the goal. So think of each of your 11 players in a football or a soccer team as a network. You got Google, you got Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, uh, Pinterest. If they don't pass the ball to each other, only Google playing up front cannot score the goal unless it's Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi. Even they can't score a goal on their own, playing by themselves. So if you have a team who's playing together, you can imagine what you can achieve. All right. How to set up the right budget for a dropship website. For example, if a client of mine has a product for $95.99, what budget does he need to see if his product will be a success? Um, no, budget can only be set once you know that the campaigns are being run at a profitable return on ad spend. And with drop shipping, sky is the limit. There shouldn't be any budget. So what you're trying to ask me is what should be the testing budget, if I'm not wrong? And that again depends on how much have you got to test. A testing budget is you got to have a mindset that okay, I'm happy or prepared to lose this budget without any return on ad spend. Don't put any money in ads if you don't have any money to pay your bills, mortgage, or pay for your foods. I would not recommend that because there's only two things you can do in life. One is either spend the cash or spend the time. If you have the cash, you don't have to spend the time creating content. You just run ads all day long. If you don't have the cash, you got to spend the time either knocking on doors, going door to door, and spend the time. And nowadays, it's so easy from the comfort of your office or home, you can reach out to a worldwide audience. Just keep creating content. There isn't any excuse whatsoever. So I cannot advise you on what budget it should be. So when we set up a campaign for ourselves, we would have a testing budget for an offer. I said, okay, it could be 3,000, it could be 10,000. And then we stick to that. And I'm not saying that you blow it away, but every, let's say, $500, $600 or pounds, you get so many clicks and then see what's happening. Don't make adjustments on the basis of just a handful of clicks. You got to get some data in. You got to make sure that the campaigns have come out of the learning phase and they are maturing and optimizing properly. And as you keep optimizing it, you're going to start getting results. And once you got that first sale, then you double down on what is working and just cut down on the keywords or assets which are expensive or not working. So if you need any further help from me, we have our coaching program. I mean, you got the scroller along ticker along the bottom where you can try a 7-day free trial. We got over 300 high quality videos, covers all sorts of content from landing pages, email marketing, mindset, sales, copywriting, ads. And then we also have live coaching calls where you can come in in a small group, ask any questions, show any campaigns you're running, and I'll try to help you with those as well. So I think I've covered everyone. Oh, I've got one more. All right. What about AI video ads being used on marketing campaigns? For example, AI Johnny Depp promoting a product, but it's AI and high quality video. Some can't differentiate. I mean, nothing wrong with that if it's just an ad, but an AI will not replace me as a human. Who would you rather trust, an AI bot or me going live on YouTube or social media? There's no comparison. So AI is there to help you make your video content more creative and run more ads. Again, we also use AI to create videos, but they are for, it's horses for courses. I cannot get an AI bot sit here and do this live stream. Well, until my digital avatar will be able to do it in the sometime in the near future, and you won't be able to um, see the difference. But even if my digital avatar is live online, you trusting me because I would have trained my avatar the way I speak, the way I think, the way I say things. So you building trust with me first. And that is the critical thing. You got to build that trust. Without that, businesses and marketers who are not leveraging this medium, which is video, they will be dead and buried very soon because everybody will be doing the same thing, AI videos, and people will get bored of it. And this is where how you will stand out. All right. I think I've covered everything. No, thank you, Piccolo, for being here. I know this was at short notice, so I will put in, schedule the other events very soon. So that's it for this evening in the UK for me, and I look forward to seeing you sometime very soon.